happy you're watching today. Big question. During a golf shot, have you ever felt like your body is totally ready to go and then your hands are like, stop? Have you ever thought, man, if I could just have more power coming through the shot, my golf game would really improve? Today, big fun. Today we are headed into the workout room just a little bit. Don't worry, don't need your leggings and all that stuff. But we're going to head into the workout room to learn a couple of really important things about our wrists and our forearms that will really help us as we get ready to grow and improve in our golf games. So, follow me. Back, we've made it to the workout room. So when it comes to our wrists, we want to talk about a few things very specifically. The first one being what we call, or is termed as, ulnar and radial deviation. So that's the movement of our wrist, kind of, if you see my hand, if you see my wrist from the side, that's up and down, that's ulnar and radial deviation. That's number one. And then we talk a lot about flexion and extension, which helps us obviously to power through the ball, but also the incorporation of good solid forearm strength so that we can utilize that push-pull mechanism to have great contact and moving through the ball. So these things are really valuable. So we're going to get to these exercises, and if incorporated on a day-to-day basis, you will notice a big difference in your swing. Okay, so the first drill that we're going to start with, I like to call the club drill for ulnar and radial deviation. I didn't invent it, but it's a really good one, so I wanted to share it with you all, okay? So here's the deal. Now, first things first, before we get started, let me say this. The longer the club, the more likely a little bit heavier it will be. So you can feel comfortable in starting this using a club from your bag, but I'd recommend for those of you who may be new to this and really feel like you have a little bit of ways to go into developing that wrist, that hinge in our wrist so that you can power through the ball, I would recommend that you start with something like maybe a 9 or an 8 iron. For me, I think I had this maybe a 5 or 6 or something that I have here spare in my workout room. But here's what we're going to do. I want you to pay really close attention to my wrist. If you notice that my arm is quite straight, and we're just going to go up and down, up and down. There's no movement in my elbow whatsoever. It's simply me using my wrist. I would recommend maybe doing 2 to 3 sets of 10 or whatever you feel comfortable with as you work your way up, and do that. Again, you'll really begin, it's not a big movement at all, but you will really begin to feel it in your wrist using those important fingers, the thumb and the index finger right there. And one more, there we go. The wrist, remember, just the wrist. That's the wrist. Okay? All right, so for this next segment, we are going to work on our pronation and supination. So we've got that same club in our hand, and we're going to start out with that arm nice and high like that. And our intention is to keep that arm still, and we want to rotate, and you'll notice this really works that forearm and range of motion. Again, I'm going to work hard to keep that arm as straight and as still as I can, simply using the wrist. So this one can be pretty challenging, but it's a really great arm builder. So I'd say, hey, maybe if you can begin with a set of 8, do it a couple times, or do what's best for you, but it is a really great exercise. And again, remember, you may want to begin with a slightly lighter weight club, which would be a shorter club, because this one, I think this is a 5 or 6 iron and a half. It's a little heavier, but you'll make it through. And so that's what we want to do to really work those forearms and feel the burn. Now, before we go, I thought I'd throw in a bonus drill that would be really helpful for us. You can use it anytime, sitting at your desk, at the office, sitting in traffic, as long as we're not supposed to be moving, if we're sitting still or something along those lines. But these are 2 really simple exercises that we don't need any props for, which just makes them really easy to do anywhere, to help us continue working on that flexion and strengthening of our forearms and supination and pronation and all that good stuff here. So the first one going to involve us having our hands open like this, facing each other. And we're just going to push and pull. Now notice what I'm not doing is just kind of flopping my wrist. It's a solid pushing and pulling. I'm just working, giving myself some resistance there to help with that extension and that flexion, right? So there's one. Similar exercise. This time we're going to use our wrists. Excuse me. We're going to have our hands in fists. That's what I'm trying to say here. So let's do it this way, right? Same thing. To the side. To the other side. Now you'll notice with me, this is really hard for me because I have a whole lot of scar tissue in one of my wrists from a big surgery I had some years ago. So this is an exercise that I do a lot just to try to manage the situation. But hopefully you'll have a little bit more movement in both of your wrists, okay? But it's a really good exercise again. So we're not just kind of flopping them back and forth. We're really using resistance, and you can't see up here, my forearms are together. I'm really just pushing, 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 pushing the other way. So maybe if you do that, you're just sitting 5 minutes, 5 times each exercise, really you can feel it. I'm feeling it right now. So I hope those help, and thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.